Welcome back. Now on to the Oscars, and you will never guess what the most popular color on the red carpet was. I'm Annalisa Blanco, joined by Laura and Mark, and let's begin.
Yay.
Let's go on to the cutest pregnant woman in Hollywood right now, and that's Natalie Portman, and she is wearing a beautiful purple dress. Laura, what did you think about this dress?
I thought it was very pretty. I like the color. I still don't like that whole flowy thing that she keeps doing. I get that she's pregnant and she wants to be comfortable or hide her baby bump or whatever, but if Heidi Klum can do like a skin-tight dress when she's pregnant, so can Natalie Portman.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Heidi Klum's a supermodel.
Yeah, but Natalie Portman is tiny usually,
I know. See, I don't like showing it when the baby bump's tight. Like, I kind of like the whole flowy thing. You know she's pregnant, but she's still trying to not be too trashy, if you will.
I just feel like with the flowing down and kind of over the baby bump, it distorts her it looks a little weird to me. I don't know.
Okay.
And I was walking around. I was walking around campus with fellow sports anchor Kevin Hall, and he looked at me. He goes, "Wow, Natalie Portman looked really good last night." And so when the guy who always wears a Tampa Bay Buccaneers hat, no matter where he's at, says that about a person, that says something. That wow, if Kevin He got the regular 18-year-old person to actually go, wow, she's pregnant, but she still wore the dress really well.
I am more surprised Kevin made a comment because she's not wearing shorts. Kevin is known for his shorts all the time.
He is.
But speaking of, this was the color of the Oscars this year.
Including
was purple. Thank you. Something along the lines of this. And I was very surprised to see that because they usually don't venture out that much and go into purples. And this was, so I thought, again, at least the color, if we don't agree on the fit, the color was really nice.
Oh,
yeah,
very
absolutely.
pretty.
So now we're going to move on to her Black Swan co-star, Mila Kunis. And again, she wore purple, but she wore more of a lilac, softer purple. I thought this was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The detailing, the lace of the dress, the way it fit, the color. I mean, she might even be a best dress contender.
Oh, definitely.
She looked beautiful. Laura, did you love this dress?
I love this dress, and if you remember, Mila Kunis was my best dress at the SAG Awards, and she just came back and did even better with this dress. I love this dress.
Yeah, this was great. Mark, what did you think?
This dress in photos doesn't do it justice. You have to see it on TV.
Right.
Oh yeah,
because
it was so pretty.
Because on TV you do see that purple, but in photos it looks like a very washed out purple. But in the video, you see how kind of a violet purple that is. So I loved it. It's definitely one of my top. I mean, I can't complain. Still, whenever I see her, I do think of that 70s show. So it is one of those catch-22 situations, but I do like the dress.
And you like the color too?
I do.
Yeah, it was a great color. And I agree. You have to see it on television in order to see how beautiful it was. Well, we can't talk about the Oscars without talking about its biggest co-host, Anne Hathaway, and she wore a beautiful red dress with a lot of detailing in the back. Laura, what did you think about this dress? Did you like the color? Did you like the detailing in the back?
Oh, it was so pretty. It was. I love this dress, and yeah, I do like that train thing. It's almost like it was a rose in the back and then went out into a train.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if it was a bow, it was a rose, what exactly it was in the back. But yeah, you're right.
But the color is so pretty on her.
Yeah,
I wish I had her skin tone.
Yeah, it is really pretty. Mark, did you like this dress as being one of the hosts of the Oscars? I mean, she really had to step it up.
Not really. I was trying to decide, was it Laffy Taffy or Fruit Roll? Just because the texture, you can see from the picture, like the texture, it's like this, looked like this leather pleather, and I decided it looked like a shiny Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see what you're saying, but she's still, it's
a gorgeous, I just
very
don't like
high fashion.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I mean, okay, it's a cool dress, but it looks like she's wearing Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we can't talk about anyone else but Amy Adams. She is such a great breakout actress right now in one of the biggest movies of the year, The Fighter. But she looked awful. She had a very awful looking dress and cut with cap sleeves, a turtleneck. She decided to put a necklace over that, thinking that that would make it look better, but you cannot make this dress look better, Amy Adams?
I got
I'm
this
sorry.
one. I got this one, Laura. I got this one.
Okay.
You guys look angry.
The one thing that I agree with you is she didn't need the turquoise necklace.
No.
That's one thing I'll agree. But everything else, it's a beautiful color for her skin.
I will give you that. It's a beautiful color.
I saw. I was wow. I mean, this is why every girl who fake and bakes to the point where like, damn. This is prime example that you don't need to be doing this in February, in March. Let it come naturally. This is honestly one of my favorites of the night.
Really? Mm-hmm. I thought it was a beautiful color, Mark, but I just think the dress is awful.
It fits her perfectly.
Yeah. She did kind of look like a young Nicole Kidman to me. She was channeling
she
a
does.
Nicole
I didn't
Kidman,
see
didn't
that.
she? Laura, what did you think about the dress?
I love this dress.
You
I
did?
agree with everybody else with the turquoise necklace. Hate it. Take it off. But I love it. It's so pretty, and I guess like the neck could be a little lower, but other than that, absolutely love it.
All right, now Cate Blanchett. I don't even know where to start. I like her new hair color. I think it's a great blonde hair color. I like the bottom half of her dress. I think
that's what I thought.
The top half of the dress, the circular shape around her chest, the random yellow beading. I mean, Cate, where did you go wrong? I mean, I was shocked, honestly.
Have you ever seen those movies where there's a always funny part where the daughter gets the really old wedding dress?
Yes.
This is that really old wedding dress, except not really old and no emotional value.
Exactly.
It's just old-looking wedding dress.
No. It just did not. I just don't understand it. It was one of those.
Easter comes early.
Easter comes early, exactly. Laura, did you like this dress or not?
I liked the bottom.
Right.
But I did not like the top at all. It doesn't even make sense to me to have a circle in the middle of your chest.
And the yellow beading, that had nothing
No,
to do
I
with
know.
the
It
dress.
was just really random right on the shoulder.
Maybe there was a mirror that was supposed to go there.
Maybe. She was talking to Lady Gaga.
Oh, God.
Know. Now to Winterbone's biggest star, Jennifer Lawrence. She wore a very tight fitting dress. It was red, hardly any jewelry, and I thought this was so inappropriate for the Oscars. I thought, you're at the wrong award show. I just did not like this dress and this look at all. She looked pretty, but it was just too much. It was too sexy. What did you think about this one, Laura?
I thought she looked like Jessica Rabbit, but blonde. And I mean, she's really pretty, but she's wearing too much eye makeup, and so she took it from, because she's so pretty that if she wears too much makeup, it can take her into overly sexy. So I didn't like this whole ensemble at all.
I don't like it, Mark.
Wow. Let's see. Jessica Rabbit. Yes, please. Tight. Yes, please. Who's going to complain about being overly sexy? Come on now, ladies. This is a gorgeous dress. This was the one dress that made my mouth go, wow. Because last time I compared her to a slug bug, now I kind of want to be in that slug bug with her.
Only a male would say that.
That is true, yeah.
Oh, slug bugs. Well, we can't talk about the Oscars without talking about one of the biggest breakout stars, Melissa Leo. She was in The Fighter. She also must have just arrived from a picnic because she looked like she brought the tablecloth with her. It was gold, it was white, it had shoulder pads. It was the ugliest thing I have ever seen. Laura, what did you think about Melissa Leo's dress?
God, it was so bad. It was just curtain plus tablecloth plus 80 shoulder pads, and it just
I'm
was
literally
so
shocked
ugly
that she wore this.
I know. I mean, she was so pretty at the other award shows. What happened?
Exactly. What happened to you, Mark?
I thought she looked like one of those Thanksgiving place settings where you set the fork and then the plate. And you have the little name card letting you know where. Yeah, that's what I thought the dress was made of.
So we all agreed that her dress had something to do with food or
Yeah.
tableware.
Yeah.
And you should not wear it to the Oscars. Wow, we have to talk about the leading men of the Oscars. And one of them, although he's not there for an Oscar, was Russell Brand. And we did talk about his wife, but now let's talk about him. And he wore navy, which is a nice twist to the red carpet, because mostly they wear black. But he wore navy everywhere. I mean, down probably to his socks and underpants. So, like, it was ridiculous. Navy plaid shirt, navy tie, navy jacket and pants. Laura, what did you think about this one?
I love that he did something different because I get so bored with that stupid tux and white shirt, black tie, whatever.
Right.
Old. I love that he did navy. I hate that he did plaid because plaid is not for an award show and stuff, but I like the rest of the suit. Just change your shirt because, I mean, I can't stay mad at him because I love him so much.
But he could, exactly, plaid is not really appropriate for the Oscars. What did you think about this outfit?
Totally agree. Without the plaid shirt, it's awesome.
Like if it was a white shirt, maybe a light blue.
See, I would have gone just straight navy. The black tie with the black shoes, you know, I like that whole look. A straight navy shirt, pulls it off. He's one of my better dressed. He is that British rock guy that everyone thinks of. But with the plaid, he now goes from British rock to the Scotland rock guy. Everyone knows Scotland is the rednecks of Europe. So.
Yeah, that's right. Well, on to another leading man from The Kids Are All Right, Mark Ruffalo. I personally like this because although I did say I like some change with the navy on the red carpet, it was very old Hollywood glamour. It was a safe, you know, route, safe bet. I liked it. I liked the white and black. And I also like, because a lot of guys, like especially Christian Bale on the red carpet, they do not groom their hair or facial hair. And I think that is so wrong. Like if you're ever going to shave, please shave for the Oscars.
The Yeti looked good though.
Yeah. What'd you think about this one, Laura?
Oh, God, he looks so boring. I mean,
So you would pick Russell's outfit over this one?
I would. I mean, and it's not because Russell Brand is super sexy, but it's just, everybody wears this. Nothing special.
What did you think about this one?
So I get in trouble for saying Jennifer Lawrence is sexy. Then she sits there and, yeah, way to go, fair treatment. Mark Ruffalo, you know, it was the safe choice. It's just, you know, the only person that can pull this off and can be considered best dressed is George Clooney.
Yeah.
Clooney is the whole Frank Sinatra. Sorry, Mark Ruffalo, you're not George Clooney.
Yeah. Well, when we come back, we will be giving you our picks for best and worst dressed, and you don't want to miss this.
Everything will always be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end. When I was younger, I was always made fun of for wanting to leave my small hometown.
Really big glasses and braces. For being overweight.
For being skinny. For being the short, geeky kid.
For the way I look.
They used to call me Dumbo because I had big ears.
For wearing a back brace.
For having a birthmark on my neck.
Like in the Power Rangers.
And for wearing glasses. My weight.
But I realize it gets better.
But it gets better, even if I still have the braces. But it gets better.
But it gets better. But it gets better.
But it gets better.
But it gets better.
But it gets better.
But it gets better.
But it gets better.
But then I got LASIK, and it gets better.
But you know what? I am who I am, and it does get better.
It gets better.
Does get better.
But it gets 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 better.
And it gets better.
back to FBI, Fashion Bureau of Investigation, and the best part of FBI is our picks for best and worst dress. Let's begin with the Grammys, okay? So we're gonna do something different. We're also gonna pick our best male dress as well as our best female dress.
Yes.
So Laura, what was your best female dress at the Grammys?
Nicole Kidman. She
Yeah.
looked so pretty, and it was just really a great dress, especially for the Grammys. It was
Right.
nice.
Well, I did enjoy Nicole Kidman, but since it was the Grammys, I like that whole trendy, and I'm glad J-Lo wore what she wore. I'm sorry. I thought she looked beautiful. It was very Grammy appropriate, and for her age, she has got a body, and she can wear something like that.
Totally agree. J-Lo.
J-Lo all the
J-Lo's
way.
my pick.
J-Lo all the way. So now on to male's best
Yes.
dress. Who was your favorites?
Well, gotta love me some Bruno Mars. I loved him. He just looked so good and so snazzy. How about another word?
Yeah,
snazzy.
Yeah, he did look very good. I decided to do something a little different and pick 3 people, but they're all a collaborative group, and that's Muse.
Nice.
Another one, I thought they were very trendy. They pulled that whole rocker look. They didn't look like they were from Scotland either. And I thought they looked really great at the Grammys. And it all kind of went together, exactly. What
I
did
have
you
to
think?
agree with Laura. Bruno Mars without the tie, he's that fresh, hip type person that everyone wants to be with. That, like, Bruno Mars rocked it out at the Grammys.
So you like that one.
I am.
Now on to worst dressed. And we had so many to choose from the Grammys. So Laura, what was your pick for worst dress?
Haley Williams.
Really?
Just so many different fabrics and textures and bright pink. That was just awful. So yeah, she was my worst dressed.
Well, speaking of Prince, I picked Miss Leopard Queen herself, Nicki Minaj. Let's put her back into the zoo in a cage and not ever at the Grammys wearing that outfit again, please, Nicki. Mark, what did you pick for worst dress?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Rihanna.
Rihanna.
She is quite possibly one of the most wow. She's quite possibly the best looking girl out there, but the dress on her just didn't suit her at all.
So Rihanna is the pick for Mark. Wow, we have to talk about the Oscars. In the Oscars, we had so many to choose from, but let's go on to our best dress. Laura, who was your pick for best dress at the Oscars?
Well, I'd like to say this is really hard because I thought everyone did really well. There wasn't any standout. There wasn't a lot of standout awful dresses at the Oscars and stuff, but I just love, again, Mila Kunis. That dress she wore was so gorgeous, so pretty. I loved it.
I'm going to have to agree hands down with Laura. That dress was gorgeous. It was like one of a kind, and the color. I could not get over the color. The color was beautiful. It was a good color in general, and it was a great color on her. So I thought, and with the detailing, that was definitely my best dress. Mark?
It's a toss-up between Jennifer Lawrence and Amy Adams.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Amy Adams has the dress of the more fashionable. Jennifer Lawrence has the dress of the more, wow, you're uber hot. I have to go with Amy Adams. I like the color, like how it looks. Don't like the necklace per se, but at the same time, the overall dress I do like the best.
All right, and on to our worst dress. Surprisingly, this season, there were many to choose from when it came to worst dress. And Laura, who was your pick?
So I disagree with you. I don't think there were that many.
Was,
no. But I have to pick Kate Blanchett. I like the bottom, but the top was just weird.
So
it
Kate
was
Blanchett,
awful. It was weird. I hate it. I don't like her.
Well, here's a shocker for you. I'm going to pick Mark's best dressed, Amy Adams, because I thought she looked awful. I didn't think she looked awful. I thought the dress was awful. Let me clarify that. And the necklace was the most random thing. I don't even know. I think literally they probably handed it to her right after she got out of the limo. It was like, put this on. This will make it dazzle even more. I thought it was awful. Mark, what did you think?
I have to go with Florence Welch. The whole 70s yellow Quaker dress just didn't fly for me.
So now that we've picked our best and worst dress, unfortunately that's it for this version of FBI, Fashion Bureau of Investigation. But please stay tuned because we will continue to discuss all of the celebrity fashion in Hollywood. And don't forget, Metro, you stay trendy.